We already know you're in.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial, right? Please limit all future.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of no matter what happens, we'll find out who you really are. I
have officially decided to completely ignore. Now then, just so nobody's confused, the reason we're having a class try, hammer that point straight into your big ol' brain!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some Mystery 17.
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then...
Who did it?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already...
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Shoot!
I'm sure you realize who I'm...
For your fat.
I got it!
You've narrowed it down. Why do you say that?
Allow me to... Just after nighttime last night, I was at that point. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were the whole time. We were very careful not to go anywhere alone. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow...
Exactly so. Are you thinking of raising an...
Well, before that, doing that might reveal...
Whatever you want. Somebody...
Me and Byakuya can both confirm. Well, it was after... So the murder must have happened after...
Then I guess we can tell, but... What?
The one who saw the body first was...
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m.
He's right.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit. So I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else.
We ran into each other in the dining. Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking...
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
My mean fell off. That's what Trace said. That's what Trace said.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time frame if it took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have an...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Bro.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame it took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and...
No, that's wrong! Actually, the murder couldn't have happened.
And what makes you...
Because of the sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning. So if the body had been in the bin, it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko.
I'm wrong? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
No, I'm saying that the body was...
What do you mean by denying this?
Man.
If you really think you... I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! You don't know anything! Hold on! Are you
trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! How can you say it wasn't?
This should prove it. Just remember what the body... The top half of the body... If the sprinklers got the body wet...
So they only got the top wet?
I'm so sick of it.
Let's just... The reason only the... While the body was still on fire... So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken some time after the sprinklers turned on it.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between that...
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it!
In which case, the only...
I'd just like to say, if you vote for me and I die here, which is why...
So are you saying...
Of course I'm not. I have this as a trap.
A trap?
We're this... Stop wasting time! Stop wasting...
Shut up!
You got it, Bob!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason.
Huh?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair, so she killed her to try and put us... But you made one catastrophic, and as a result, we were forced into another
So, that...
She had a motive, and no alibi. Well then...
I'm not the only one without an alibi. The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did. Because you see, there...
Interesting.
All it would take was covering the body...
I got it! You're talking about the...
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do, in fact, the dirt pattern on the tarp can only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfect. This proves that the killer used the tarp to...
But why would they go to all that effort?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually... In other words, to create... And what might that be? By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side... was the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Shoot!
By covering the body, the killer prevented it.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the bottom, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, it's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
That might just be because Kizar's whole thing is he's kind of, even though he's strong,
compared to people like Luffy who are also strong, he's pretty much a glass cannon since he's insanely fast, but one good, like, clean hit can just kind of do him over like how Luffy did with that one singular punch.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it if you put a tarp on a body in that state.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they...
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
More than that,
Because they're
what if the
good.
very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the top, they then covered the body in blood that did...
You mean some...
I know! They could have grabbed some of the... That's what Hifumi did, right?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Yo, Che, I don't know what you're talking about. That's good.
Shoot! I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, but after the murder,
So, we're saying someone killed a chicken? And they... Man!
Killing a living thing just to do something?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spot. Anyway, there's no denying that it's...
Perhaps, but even so, you said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood. But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground. But that's not what we saw. The ground.
I have to agree. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand. They covered it. When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settled. Sorry, here's what happened. But the body didn't get wet. Then, later, at the same time the killer, they pulled the coat over the body. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder. They wanted us to think the murder happened.
If that's actually what took place.
But wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after
That actually wouldn't have hurt. They already had the coat ready. So they just had to grab the tarp and pull the... They'd be done in no time. Maybe. Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall,
Oh, no. I headed off to the gym.
then he had plenty of time to... Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is... Well then, it looks like Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again,
For serious, man. Hey, why don't we let luck
Oh!
See? Pretty good.
No, not that.
well, don't just stand there.
You know that knife we found?
One we found stuck. According to the Monokuma fuck. So?
I'm pretty sure that's what I thought when I first saw it.
You don't seem surprised.
If
Then why did you hide
it's not that I hid it.
Suspicion knife we found stuck in the... Now I'm totally convinced you did it!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it! Makoto...
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it!
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found,
It's the same one we...
it really is, isn't it?
If he did have that, that seals it. Just because I had that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was...
If he did have that knife before, that seals it. Makoto did it!
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, that's wrong. Wait, hold on. That should be clear from the description of the...
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body. In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So...
The knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and...
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one...
Oh yeah, it sure did.
And then it was just another piece of camouflage. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was... The explosion severely damaged the body. It was all the killer's attempt to...
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving...
Oh, hey, I have a question. What's the deal with that explosion anyway?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd...
Well, if you're so smart...
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown...
I might be dumb.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we will...
I got it! After the explosion, that fragment reveals the... Huh? That's only natural. We saw the same thing when we... It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of...
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more... They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
front of people. Do
I mean,
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other...
Hold on a second, Bia.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like...
That's true. It's
Fine. I have no problem. It won't change the fact... Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
the explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already told.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? I mean, there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
She was up...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other...
Oh, yeah. According to... That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
the Monokuma file makes it clear that...
Oh, yeah, good point. If they were old...
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her...
The Monokuma file says she was hit...
Oh! I bet it...
How is that even possible?
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with...
No way! The balance would be all... I wouldn't mind testing it.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with a metal end and...
I'd love to scoop out that... Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just...
We already...
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the... And that something was...
Arrow.
Indeed.
Are you sure? Hey! How dare you? I'm not back-talking it.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because in the it said the weapon must have been about as thick as it seems like an arrow would just be too thin. Talking back to math, you have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a knife. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin. Talking back to me. You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound good.
Well, because it said the weapon must have been about as thick. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Shoot!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as... It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt that.
Are you sure?
You don't sound good.
Well, it said the weapon must have been... It seems like an arrow would just...
No, that's wrong.
Hey, some try.
Right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak.
Another...
Inside the dojo locker, the killer probably uses duct. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable that the bun one stick is weak. To put them together...
Man, that's hard.
How is that harsh?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof of...
Oh,
What's the... Surely you don't intend to know what will happen. If you cover for the culprit, there's only the death of us all.
of course I...
Then show us. Show every...
I got it! The one thing that proves right here.
And how does that prove?
Because
It was...
Don't bother trying to put... That key is just the final piece of your non-existent alibi. This all proves that you...
hold on a second.
Not this again. You...
No, there's one more thing Kyoko. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? That's what I need to know.
I was just...
What?
That's enough. The time...
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake.
I knew you were stubborn.
Really? But you... Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know. Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya, where do you hide it?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Shoot!
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the killer.
You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya, where do you...
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
But could I really have done that?
What day?
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never...
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated a theory. You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke.
What exactly what I said? I'm not the killer. You should understand that more.
Byakuya!
What are you, Master? Would he ever hide something?
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong. If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room. Because she had given her room.
I see. So that's what you... And if I had the key to you...
Then obviously without my room key, am I wrong? Then you're finally
Well, have you decided to... I see. So I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the...
I mean, Byakuya had a...
You! But of course I have an alibi. I couldn't possibly have killed...
Someone had to...
There's only one other possibility. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be...
Huh?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the master...
Okay! Huh? Time's up! Class trial...
What?
What do you mean time's up?
It's because you were late! So we had to push... So then, it's time for... voting! Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the... Hey! What's it gonna be? What? Yes, indeed. Yep. Hey! Shing! Thrills! Chills!
I don't expect you to forgive me.
Let's give it every...
This is...
It would seem,
Calm down.
in other words, calm down. In other words, so just a second. It smells indeed. So hey. Hmm? So, you... Indeed. However, it's true.
Fine, fine. You guys have fun.
In other words, correct. In other words,
You guys are fun.
Indeed. Makoto. That's right. It would seem... Hey.
It's because of most of the stuff he said, like that, in just that one particular night, were just insanely funny and stuff, bro.
Indeed. However... Why is that? Correct. However...
I should like boys. It's...
Listen. Hey.
He got skinned alive.
Correct. So... Correct. So... In other words...
What? Yeah?
No matter what?
So,
Some type of shit Lamar would pull. Oh yeah, for some reason, in the first game, Elijah, you literally just can't see my screen anywhere past chapter 1. And I'm on, like, chapter 5. That's why I have my stream up in the first place.
So... It's true. Indeed. Correct. However... So... However... Anyway... Indeed. Correct. That's right. In other words... Hey.
What isn't? Huh.
Indeed. Anyway. Correct. However. Correct. Indeed. Correct. In other words, Makoto. Indeed. That's right. It would seem... Indeed.
Dang, bro, we've gone like 2 chapters and only a single person died. And that wasn't even someone killing them, it was the really buff girl that killed herself.
Anyway. Indeed. That's right. It's true. Indeed. Hey.
Nuke the whole generation.
So... Wrong. Right. Indeed. It's true. However, What? Wrong. However, So... However... Right. However... So... However...
So like when we all crack. Ooh! You know the
Correct.
answer. I got one. Oh. Have you found any car generators in the shop? It's like the frickin' holy grail for tainted loss.
Wrong. Hey,
It's either that or the blank card are like the two best items for him. Especially if you get something like blank card with freaking 4.5.
indeed. That's right. Phew. Listen. So then, in other words, however, because, so, right. Indeed. Shall we go?
This is the final chapter of the first game. Hopefully I can go back and clip executions. 'Cause I forgot to clip chapter 4 finish.
Well now, well. I don't!
What?
Shing! Making me...
Right. However, now, if...
Hey!
Because... In other words... However... right. Indeed. However, am I wrong? Listen to me.
Well?
Well, that doesn't matter. That's right.
Pum, pum.
Because however,
What the heck?
indeed. Hey. Indeed. Listen to me. Hey. That's what we have to do. It's true. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between... Hey.
Barrett! What's wrong?
In other words...
You guys! I can barely bear it! You guys! I can barely contain myself!
It's true.
You guys really want me to play that bad? I'm already on the final chapter. I could just save right after this dialogue I'm on. I'll be alright.
Listen to me.
Let me just finish the dialogue I'm on right
Hey.
now.
What's wrong?
Hey. Listen.
Now I'm Hey!
Hey.
Who loses to drag?
However...
Invincible. The original creator of the Deadpool comics said on one of his videos that he thought Thrag can beat Goku. Like, the creator of Deadpool, like the actual guy who made him for the first time.
So... because... So...
No, Stanley didn't make Deadpool.
Listen. Indeed. However, in other words... So...
Probably, and also I don't think Stanley was the only one making Marvel characters.
It would seem... In other words... Correct. Hey. That's right. It's true. Makoto. In other words... At the very least... Indeed. Right. It's true. Indeed. In other words... However... Wrong.
Dang, bro, how long is Kyoko gonna fucking yap?
However... Correct. Hey. However... Anyway, shall we go?
Okay, before I go, before I get off of this game, I gotta check one more thing, because freaking Kyoko is talking about saying that the upper floor in the dorms is finally open, bro. I've been waiting for that to actually open. No. You bitch. Oh, wait, no, there's a keyhole right here. She probably had that key. Okay, I'm gonna save her.